Hey, welcome to everyone to our YouTube channel, Cryptofy. My name's Kurt Conley. I'm here with Rev Nissen. Say hi, Rev.
What's going on, guys? How we going?
Hope you guys are all well wherever you are in the crypto world and whatever you guys are doing right now. We're bringing you this video and we're going to explain a few things around TIS. As you can see on the screen, it's called TIS Hitters. This is a new sort of format that we're going to be rolling out. We're going to be rolling this out on quite a frequent basis. So the crux of it is we have a lot of members that are signed up using TIS, our trading indicator software, and I've been having some conversations with them. Rev's been having some conversations with them, some in person, some on the phone, some direct messaging, and there's been this common trend that people are wanting some more help with TIS to find some better entries, some better exits, and also to try and work out some better trades. So we thought we'd try and roll this system out, have a bit of a play around with doing some videos and connecting with the community a bit more. And this is what we're going to call TIS Hitters, and this is where we're going to go from here. And we're going to run through this. I think we discussed maybe a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday, Rev?
Yeah, something similar like that. I mean, right now it's just we're going to run with it and see how we go with Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then, it may end up being Monday and Friday, or we might just stick with that because I think people do need it. Like you said, we've discussed it. And we're really looking forward to smashing this out and getting it out there because I think at the end of the day, a lot of people that are in Cryptofy look to us as guidance at the end of the day, and it should be really exciting to get this out. I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so the way this is going to work is on and we might do some live streams at some point through Discord, or we might do some through Facebook, depending on what's going on in the market. Obviously, the markets are very interesting at the moment. We've got Bitcoin moving around, Ethereum sitting pretty stable, and alts bleeding. So it all depends on the market. But this is the framework of what we're going to be doing with TIS Hitters is we are going to be going through Discord on a daily basis, and we're going to be looking at everything in the short term and the medium term buys, and also the sells if there's anything that's significant that's standing out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in on these videos. They're just going to be like 5-minute videos, and we're just going to quickly go through some of the ones that we see as trade opportunities, and we're going to hit through some of the charts. We're just going to give you a quick snapshot of them. We're going to give them a bit of a ranking, and we're just going to tell you what we're going to be looking at. I think down the road in the next couple of videos, we're actually going to set up an account and we're going to take some of the trades ourselves. And yeah, just give you guys a bit more insight into how to use TIS and what TIS trades are out there. So did you have anything to add before we start jumping into these particular trades that we've picked for this particular video, Rev?
No, I think you nailed it on the head, to be honest. Everything's all there. Obviously, we'll be utilizing CryptoStat as well to go through the charts and stuff like that. So we're gonna showcase it all.
Cool. All right. So we've picked 5 tokens today, and we've just gone through Discord recently, and some of them are probably we're probably a bit more bullish on than others. We have ranked them. I wouldn't take too much weight on the actual ranking. But yeah, we'll just see how this goes. So the first one that we're looking at is Quantum. Okay, so it's currently sitting at $2.19, 18,000 sats. Last 24 hours, it's dropped down to like it's -1%. It has pinged both short and medium term in TIS.
Yeah.
Okay? So for people that have been trading TIS, we do see that sometimes we have trades come in on the short term trade, and sometimes we have them come in on the medium. All right. These are things that we need to look at. I did think we were talking early on, Rev, about an entry on Quantum. We're looking around a particular entry.
Yeah, I'll bring that up and I'll show that really quickly. So just in the background there, you can see CryptoStat. So we'll search up Quantum. We'll bring up its current chart. Yeah, sweet as. And we just want to walk towards maybe, let's make it bigger there. We can see everything. Yep, everything's all visible. I can check it out on my end. And the reason why we think that this may be a particular trade, because it hasn't really been in this sort of range before. You can see it's bottomed out, but we are looking for a potential trade around 16,000 sats, so where that bottom is between there. So you can see where it's actually dipped. That's the sort of range that we're looking at for it. And the only reason for that is the current Bitcoin price action is dipping the sat values and everything. So there is a potential to actually hit that mark and get it. Although the current price, if you're not too fussed about getting in and waiting for an entry, getting in now, it's not too bad because you can see it's within the range that we had here before as well. So I mean, it is a decent difference from when we look at 18,500 sats to 16,000. It's a big difference, especially if you're, buying quite a few of it or going in with quite a bit. But yeah, there is a potential trade there for quantum. And in saying that, from a short-term perspective and a medium-term perspective, have both pinged a buy or a buy suggestion here, right? A recommendation. So, I mean, yeah, this is why we've gone with an entry around 16,000 sats at 7 out of 10 ranking from our perspective. At this current price range, probably be weighed about maybe a 4 out of 10.
Okay, cool. Just one thing I wanted to wind back on is that everything that we talk about here is from our perspective, our thoughts of the trading software that we've built, right? So we've built TIS, we believe in our system, but these is our perspective on what is a particular trade and what we think is a good trade. At the end of the day, you've got to still do your own research. It's your responsibility of what you trade. If you're already a TIS member, you've gone through the T's and C's through Cryptostats, you know the responsibility for yourself. We're just trying to help you guys and direct you guys on some potential opportunities. Okay?
100%.
These videos and the content will be specifically for TIS members. We will drop the information out into the public at a later date, maybe a few days, 3 days later, onto our YouTube channel to start building out content on our channel. But please understand that you will get these videos in the Discord prior to it all going public. Okay, so it's not like everyone's getting this information.
No.
All right, the next one that we picked here, Rev, was FET. It's currently got a ranking on the CMC market cap at around 205.
Yep.
Last USD price is like 5 cents, 440 sats. There is a 24-hour change with a positive 6%, so it's up 6% since it was pinged in Discord, from my understanding. Got a trading volume at 161 BTC. So what do we see on the charts for FET?
Yeah, I'll just bring up that ping at 416 sats. There it is on the medium term, and a short term at 416 as well. So I think that was at the same exact time where TIS actually said, you know what, Fetch.ai, Fet BTC might be a potential trade here on both scenarios, and it is actually, the trading volume is exactly the same, 85.92, as you can see there on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see it from my head in a way. There it is. there's a short-term buy. I've gotten used to that now. So let's bring up the chart on FET and have a look at what we're seeing here. I believe I noted down, I think it was the hourly, the hourly that we wanted to look at as well. And you can see we've really bottomed out there. And if we really zoom in, this is from a short-term perspective, not a medium-term perspective here, Kurt, is there's a potential breakout here happening within this sort of range here. And we can see on the hourly as well, you know, the MACD is currently bullish, and it's sitting above the histogram as well on the bullish perspective. And then if we jump on a 4 hourly, let's see if we can see something real quickly. Similar thing again, looking for a breakout, looking to break out that 100-day MA as well. And it's done that before. It's tried here, but it just failed, and that's due to BTC not allowing things to breathe and push for a SAT value perspective. But if they hold their SAT value here and $1 increases for BTC, that's also a win for you, because you're not losing your Bitcoin stack, and you're increasing your actual dollar value of your account. So what we're essentially looking for is for FET to actually do something like this, push out, hang around, push out over the 100-day MA, and try and ride out that 25 monthly MA to do a move similar to this here. So for us personally, FET perspective, probably a 7 out of 10. I'd be really looking for that breakout and looking for some volume to come in. And if we do sit and close above on a 4 hourly above that 100-day MA, yeah, we're looking pretty good to go for it. So we've ranked it a 7 out of 10 from our perspective.
Yeah, it's got a high ranking, this one, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, the third one is a CSTI. So this has been talked about a lot over time. We've had a couple of members talk about this in Discord as well. Currently ranking on CMC is around 435. Last USD price was 3 cents. Current sat value is around 287 sats. The 24-hour change has had a bit of a pullback. It's minus 4%. Current trading volumes is low. It's 10 Bitcoin trading volume. But once again, it has pinged on the short-term buy, and it has pinged on the medium-term buy. Okay, so this sort of it's like a recipe, you know, like we see if we go back to one of the trade calls, trade discussions that I made about band pinged like 3 times consecutively, day after day in the short term, and we've seen it rise from like 570 to 740. When we start seeing these notifications come in both on the short, a couple of pings, and the mediums, there's something telling us that something's coming on here, something's going on. So this is why we are going to keep raising it if there is a short term and a medium term that's pinged. Okay, and if there's multiples in the short term over a period of a couple of days, we'll let you know that as well.
100%.
So what are we looking at?
CTSI. Yeah, it's always weird because there's so many new ones, and it's just you got to get with the names. But CTSI, I was gonna pull you up on it, but I'm like, no, people understand. They know what's going on. They know what's happening. But yeah, the reason why we're looking at CTSI is because not long ago I did a video, probably about a week and a half ago, I did a live for Facebook, and we were looking at this, and there was a TIS ping, and I mentioned TIS isn't always right. TIS makes mistakes as well. It doesn't really, it's just a guide for you to give you that look, to give you the idea to look where you need to look instead of wasting your time. And it was at about 380 sats. And I said, we'll probably be looking at an entry around the 300 sat range. And as you can see, it's actually bottomed out there, come down to it. And currently, if we look at it, if we look back in the whole time frame since this has been here on Binance since May, it's currently at its lowest point from a sat value since it was listed. So this first listing is never an accurate thing to be pulling a metric off. And we can see it's fallen, dropped right to where it is right now, picked up and pushed back to try and push through. And obviously that's a big wick, so we'll just take it from here at 950, but it did push to, 1200 there, right? Yeah. 950 though, and where it is right now, that's just, you can see it's exhausted itself over time. It's exhausted itself. Now, the only thing that we really want to be paying attention to, once again, is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is king, and it will hurt things where you'd be like, how did that even happen from a technical perspective? That should not happen. But yeah, this does seem like a decent trade. I think we ranked it 3 or 4 out of 10, but it could be a potential buy-in here from a 4-hourly. If you look on a daily, it's even a bigger picture to show you that, hey, look, this kind of looks like Bitcoin chart. When you look back for the bigger picture, it looks like the Bitcoin chart where we pushed through and fell down, and then this was the sort of point last year where myself and yourself and Rand, Kurt, we sat down and we were like, Bitcoin's going to go for it, isn't it? And this was the sort of point it was at. We're not saying it's a really good trade, we're just saying it is a potential trade here for CTSI.
It's the same old thing. No one wants to go and buy it when it's at bottom, right?
No.
Everyone wants to buy it when it's pushing these big green candles, But this is this mindset we're all going to get over. If you're going to go jump on a potential trade, everyone always looks. Majority of people look at a chart, and if it's bleeding red, everyone's like, eh. But sometimes that's where you get your good opportunity.
Definitely. And the last thing I want to just add to it is watch the volume. There's not much volume happening on CTSI, but what we've seen is when it does come, it really does come on the volume for CTSI. Don't know why, don't know what group or what sort of people are looking at it, but it does really light up.
It's that waterfall effect, isn't it? When the taps get turned on for the volume, she comes in.
Yep. Yep.
The next one is Storj. Okay, so STORG. CMC ranking sits at around 131, 39 sats. It's minus 8%. I like these kind of dips. Current sat price is 3,326. Still low volume, 76 Bitcoin. We didn't. Did you check how many pings this one's had?
No, I didn't. I'll have a look quickly. Storj. So this is for the TIS subs.
People that don't know as well, you can use the search bar. As you can see what Rev's doing at the top there. This is a good way to, if you're looking at a particular token, quickly run it through the search bar, see if it's been, notifications have been coming on the regular. It's just a quick, easy way to have a quick look. You can see it's coming on the midterm, short term. Scrolling through, you just see the date at the top.
Yeah, so that's actually TIS has a really good track record with Storj. You can see here on the 25th of the 9th, 3,152 sats. It was a medium-term buy. I believe there was a short-term buy at 2,962. There it is. I hope you guys can see that. On the 24th of the 9th, so we're talking about the 3,000 sat range, a buy, and then it was a sell at 4.4 on a medium term, and then a buy there on a short term at 4.4. and then a short-term sell at 5.2 and a medium-term sell at 5,000 sats. And now we're looking at a buy at 3.8. So there is a good track record for TIS on Storj. And that's always a really good confident booster for you to add to your whole, I guess, bunch of things that you need to make a decision on through TIS as well, is look at the track record of TIS and how it's done with that. Yeah, so decent trade, I think, here. It hasn't pinged, it's only pinged on the short term as a buy, hasn't come from medium buy yet, as of yet. So we might see that happening in a day or two, maybe tonight in the next, 5-6 hours or so. The things that we wanted to pay attention on this was it was very close to hitting the 100-day MA, or I think it's bottomed out on it. There it is. Yeah, it's bottomed out on a daily on 100-day MA right there. So you can see how well it actually caught it. TIS did anyway. From 3,000 something to 4,000 something, back down to 3,000, back down to 5.2, and now it's saying, okay, at 3.3 we're looking for a decent trade here. 3.3 or 3.8, where was it? 3.8. So it's currently down from that short-term buy on TIS as well, but it does look like if it does hold this 100-day MA line here, which is the yellow line on the screen, I've got it set as 99, but very similar thing on a daily. If it does hold and try and hover above it, we could be looking for a potential trade. And we did give it a ranking of about 4 or 5 out of 10.
Cool. And the last one that we're going to talk about today is Loopring.
Yep.
Okay. Last USD price. Actually, I haven't got it here. What was the last USD price on Loopring?
Let me bring that up for you. $17, just under 17 cents American.
Okay, and the 24-hour change, it's -6%. Okay, so the volume's sitting around that 200, but it has pinged as well twice, right?
I believe so. Yeah. Let me just double check that for you as well, Kurt. We can have it on the video so everyone can see it as well. Yeah, short-term buy, medium-term buy, 1,461 sats, the same exact time. Yep. So there it is, yeah, Loopring. What do we have down for that for LRC? We did say, I've got just a few notes here, we did say that it has pinged on both. The only issue that I saw with Loopring was this could go either way. So we're not really ranking it. We're just kind of wanting to give you guys a heads up on it, because you can see here, it really hasn't held this support on the hourly, and it looks like it wants to fall off or really go for a big push, because it's utilizing this as a support, but also this now as a resistance. It needs to pick itself back up and go for it. That's the only thing that we can see. And this chart actually looks very, very similar. It's like almost a spitting image of LTC. And we might be getting a big cup and handle here. So this could be that big cup, small handle, and then push for Loopring. So this could actually be a potential trade, but we're not really giving it the A-OK to go for it right now.
Yeah. And that was another thing as well. Rev and I were looking at Litecoin because it has been coming up in TIS, and we were like, which one do we look at? Do we look at Loopring? Do we look at Litecoin? We can't be going through 10 tokens, because that's not the point of doing TIS videos. We just want to make these quick, snappy videos with the information to try and help you guys make some better trades and make some gains. But yeah, Litecoin does look very similar to what's going on here with Loopring.
Yeah, and here's that chart for you as well. So just bringing up that Litecoin chart for you guys to see what I'm talking about here. Although we don't really have the history for Litecoin here, it's just pretty much that bottom out, and it's going for that push again on that bottom out. And this is all because of what Bitcoin is doing. The moment Bitcoin chills out and just goes sideways for 12 hours, 24 hours, you know it's time to get into some sort of alts, because you know people are just going to get fed up with sitting there, Bitcoin going sideways, and they're going to want to make some money. So they're going to get on the alts and start pushing the stat value up. So that's always a good metric to actually be prepared to get into a trade. But that's pretty much it from our end, Kurt, from my end anyway.
So that's TIS hitters for today. Like I said, we're going to do this regularly. We're going to get this a little bit more refined. We're going to take feedback from you guys. So when we upload these videos to the community, please give us some feedback on what you're seeing, what you're liking, what you're not liking. We're going to always keep these really short. We're not going to talk about other stuff like news or fundamentals or anything like that. Just bang, 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 and help you guys better utilize TIS and get out there and make some gains.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, Kurt.
Take care, trade well, and buy the dips. Peace
Let's
out.
go, guys. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye.